Hey you guys, Coach Liz here. I am just excited to share with you a little bit of some holiday health tips today. But before we get into that, last week we talked about creating the life that you want, right? Not letting life happen to you, but making sure life happens for you. So hopefully you started on your vision board. Here's mine that I look at every day, and I'm very intentional of the goals that I'm working on. All right, so today it is Christmas week, and this week in the Life Book, we're on element 26. We're talking about longevity. Now, longevity is optimizing your health for the rest of your life, just continuing to get healthier and healthier, right? Life or health is not a finish line that you arrive someplace. So in that chapter, there's so many great both physical habits, mindset habits that are really going to help you create that longevity long term. But with it being Christmas week, I just thought I would spend a little bit of time helping you to prepare with some of my top tips on how to have a successful holiday. One thing that I really believe is that we determine our future by the habits that we practice today. So those little things that we do day by day is going to determine where we are in the future, what we create. And so that starts with even during a holiday week, even during a vacation. A healthy lifestyle is something that you do and you live every day. It's not something that you're on and then off. It's just a lifestyle. So I want to share some of my top tips on how to navigate this week through the holidays in a healthy way that you can feel proud of and just have great success this week. So the first tip is keep your hands and mouth busy. So when you are at a holiday party or around a lot of food, avoid nibbling, right? Keeping a piece of sugar-free gum in your mouth or a mint is always great. Having your water close by. If you are nibbling, make sure it's like on something healthy, like some veggie, the veggie tray. But I think it's great just to stay away from the food table. I think it's very helpful. The second thing is don't go hungry. If you are going to a party or going somewhere and outing, make sure you don't go hungry. We want to stay on that habit of eating every 2.5 to 3 hours throughout the day so that we keep our hunger and craving at bay. So don't skip meals. If you're going to be out shopping or whatever, make sure that you take a fueling or a healthy snack with you so that you're prepared and you do not have to go through the drive-through. Number 3, portion control. So when you're at an event, use the smallest plate available. Use one of those small dessert plates so that you can trick your brain in thinking that you're eating a full plate and you're not going to fill that plate with things that you might regret. And always look for lean and green options, lean proteins, vegetables. Those are the things that you want to fill up on, not all the carbs and sugar. So that's really going to help you to look for those things first. All right, tip number 4, chew, chew, chew. Chewing really helps you to slow down, enjoy your food. It helps your digestion. You know, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for your brain to signal that you are full, that you're satisfied, that you've had enough food. And so make sure you're savoring every bite. You're eating slowly. Put your fork and your knife down in between bites and really like take some time to chew your food and think about what it tastes like. Enjoy the company. That's so important. Tip number 5. Procrastinate. This is the one time you want to procrastinate. Do not buy all of your favorite Christmas candies and goodies ahead of time. Buy them the last minute so that they're not sitting around your house. Same with baking, right? I don't even like to bake when I am working on a weight loss goal or a health goal because it's so tempting to me. So I just like to not even buy the things, not even bring it into my house. But if you do need to, wait. Don't do it ahead of time. Tip number 6. Focus on your friends and family. That's what the holidays are all about. Holidays are intended to be a social gathering with friends and family, not an eating frenzy. So it might look a little bit different this year in 2020. Maybe we're not so social, but the people that you are around, even if it's over Zoom or phone call, make sure that you're really focusing on them and being intentional to strengthen those relationships. It's not about the food, and it's going to create those lasting memories. All right, tip number 7, bring your own. When you go to an event, a dinner, whatever it is, bring your own food. Bring something to share that you know will help you with your goals. So, and I'm sure people always appreciate if you offer, hey, can I bring a salad or can I bring some deviled eggs or, a ham and cheese, like a meat and cheese tray or something lean and green type of food. I love to bring relish trays. That is such a welcome idea to bring to a party. Everyone loves like having a healthy option. So we have a lot of great ideas of things that you could bring to a party so that you know there's something healthy at least that will be there. Number 8, be picky, right? Don't be afraid to ask for exactly what you want if you're at a restaurant. Don't be afraid to ask your waiter if they could wrap your burger or your chicken sandwich in lettuce, right? Or instead of having the baked potato or the carrots and peas, if you could have just another side salad or an extra serving of broccoli or the sauce on the side. It's okay to be picky. Also, when people bring over goodies or there's treats around, if you're going to decide to enjoy one of those, make sure that it's your very favorite thing. Don't just eat anything because it's there. I like to think of like a gas station. When you drive down the road, you don't stop at every gas station to fill up your car just because it's there, right? You only stop when you actually need fuel in your car. Same thing with your body. Just because it's in front of you doesn't mean that it should go in your mouth. All right. Tip number 9, plan ahead. Planning ahead is key. So having a plan of action, you will be much more likely to enjoy the holiday season, confident in your abilities if you know how to navigate, if you already have a plan. And think about, what are my main goals? What are some possible obstacles along the way? What is your healthy strategy and your main goal? How do you want to feel after the event or after the holidays are over? How do you want to feel? And then have a buddy system. Tell someone what your goals are, ask them to help you stick to your plan. And you'll be a source of inspiration to them as they watch you make healthy choices. And also, like, hang those skinny goals or that goal picture somewhere that you can see that every day so you remember your why. Your why has to be stronger than what's in front of you at that moment. So I love that idea. All right, the 10th tip is move it. Move it, move it, move your body. Exercise can help you burn or just bank calories, which really help if you are going to have a few things off your program or that maybe won't help you move forward. A little bit of exercise might just help you have that calorie buffer. Also, it makes you feel great. It's let your brain know that you are being intentional with your health. You're spending time to move your body, so you're going to be mindful about what you're putting in it also. And so that might just look like a walk every day. Like, make a goal to go for a walk or go to an exercise class or a workout video. Just do something to move your body. Or even just walking around as you're shopping. Track your steps, make sure that you're taking the stairs instead of the elevator. All of those things that burn some extra calories. Go out and play in the snow, whatever it is, that's really going to help you. Also, tip number 11, quiet time. So if you can learn to quiet your mind, it can really help recharge your emotion, physical, and spiritual well-being. So even just taking 10 deep breaths, if you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed, close your eyes, take 10 deep breaths, and just recharge. But if you can get some quiet time every day just to listen to your thoughts, it really helps you to be more aware of what's going on upstairs, up in your mind. So I think that's so important. And then the 12th tip is water. Water, water, water. Water is so important. So make sure that you are making hydration a priority through the holidays. So making sure that you're starting your day with water, that you're drinking your water every day, that you're making sure that's a priority. And it really helps you in so many ways. It helps like your brain. Your brain is mostly water. It needs that water to avoid the brain fog and inflammation. It also promotes weight loss. It boosts your immune system, improves your skin, helps with wrinkles, saves money, right? Because you're not buying all of the sodas and the coffees and all of the other things that really add up. So drink your water. You can add some flavor, some veggies or some fruit to your water. Lots of different ways to make it interesting, but I think that's so key. All right, the last tips I want to share with you are more mindset tips. These are personal things that I've noticed as I've been navigating through the holidays. So as many of you know, I've jumped on our weight loss program with our clients this month. I just figured if my clients are staying on track during the holidays, so can I. And it's been fun. I've dropped 10 pounds. I feel great. It's just been so good to feel more in control because I can tend to be a sugar addict. Once I start eating sugar, I just crave it. And I don't like that feeling. And so I've been doing this through the month of December, and it's awesome. It feels so good. But let me tell you a few things that I've learned. So the first experience was actually last night. We had a big Christmas party, and we were going to decorate gingerbread houses. Now, I hate decorating gingerbread houses because it's a trigger for me. All of this candy sitting out, it's really hard for me not to eat it because candy is just kind of my thing. It's the thing that I crave. And so I was a little bit anxious to go because I've been doing so great, sticking to my program, and I knew all this candy would be there and that would be hard. But it wasn't something that I could just not go to because it was my mother-in-law. She planned it for my kids and it was important. So I was doing really well, and they played this game that one of my daughters got some of the York peppermint patties, which are my favorite candy. And my brain, like being around all this candy, like it just like went into kind of panic mode, like, oh, I got to eat that. Like I've got to eat that. Like it just kind of felt like all or nothing. I have to eat that, like it was just kind of like such habit that it's something that I always eat at Christmas. And I just kind of fell into that. So I ate that, and then I wanted more. And then, I'd already let myself eat two. And then my kids were making gingerbread houses, and I just really had the urge to sit and eat candy. So before, I definitely would have said, oh, I already messed up, right? I already ate 2 Yorks. And so I'm already, one step backwards. What's 10 more steps, right? And so my brain started telling me that. But I was able to stop, challenge that, and say, nope, I've come so far. That might have just been one little step backwards, but the next step I'm taking is forward. So that's what I want you to work on this week. Even if you take a step backwards and you make a choice that maybe doesn't get you closer to your goal, it's okay. Take a deep breath, think about that. Don't beat yourself up over it. And just the next step, make it a step forward. Go have a big glass of water. That's what I did. I went and have a big glass of water. I put a piece of gum in my mouth, and I just started like helping to clean up instead of being around the candy. And then actually once we got home, I threw away all the gingerbread houses because I didn't even want them there. My kids had already eaten way too much candy. So it was just nice to like get them out of sight. So that really helped. The second thing is I woke up this morning. It was the first day of Christmas break. My kids don't have school for 2 weeks. We went to bed really late, so I actually slept in a little bit this morning. Usually I'll wake up and exercise and like get in my routine early. But because I was behind, it was so much harder to stick with that routine. But about 9 o'clock this morning, I thought, nope, I'm going to stick to my routine. I went and drank my big glass of water like I do every day. I went and did my workout. I was a little bit behind all day, but that's okay. I stuck to my routine. I know that if I start letting those things go, like the exercise, like the water, like the eating every 3 hours, all of those things that have helped me so much to get to this point, then it will be, I'll be back to where I started before I know it. So just really try to stick to your routines, even during the holidays, even during vacation, those things that are helping you get closer to your goals. Stick to those things. Those are the habits that are going to help you achieve what you want to achieve. So those are just my 2 experiences I wanted to share with you so that you know that I'm not perfect as a health coach. I'm still working on the mindset, those habits. It's so easy to want to slip back to what was comfortable. That's what's so important. Your brain and your body always have to match up. So if you're moving forward in your healthy body, but you're staying the same place in your mindset, even if you get over here, this mindset is so powerful. It's going to pull you back to those old habits. So it's so important that as you're moving forward in your health, you're also moving forward in your mindset. So that's one thing that I love about our program. One thing I love about the life book, about the coaching, is just helping you move forward in that mindset to help those habits stick. You're building new roads in your brain. So those are my top holiday tips. I hope you have the best Christmas, the merriest Christmas, spending time with your family, making memories, and enjoying this healthy lifestyle that you are creating. All right, Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you next